Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. In this video, today we're going to be talking about who has the best first signature shoe, right? So as time progresses, tech gets better, right? The technology that's put into basketball shoes keeps improving, right? It gets lighter, the actual shoe gets lighter, but also just as supportive, but with better cushion, better traction, better fit and stuff like that. So yeah, as far as performance goes, it does get better, you know what I mean? So especially compared to like older shoes like the Kobe one, the Jordan one, the LeBrons, so yeah, tech gets better and performance does improve in my personal opinion, of course, right? So a lot of people can't argue, I'm sure like people that love to play in the older shoes, that's fine, right? But in my personal opinion, I think tech gets better and performance gets better, especially for the more recent shoes. But we're gonna be talking about looks, like aesthetically, who has the best first signature shoe, and also performance, who has the best first signature shoe. And a lot of first signature shoes have been coming out in like the past year, you know what I mean? We got a lot, guys. So performance wise, let's go over the top 10 and let's get it started off with number 10. And we got the Luka ones, the Jordan Luka ones, solid shoe. However, the cushion is very lackluster, especially since they said they were using Formula 23 or something like that, I believe, right? Whatever the foam was, I was very disappointed. It was not nice, right? But the traction is really nice. It's an overall responsive cushioning setup and responsive shoe, support's great. So that's why it comes in at number 10. All right, moving on to number 9, we got the Nike Book 1. It's a really nice shoe, but there are some cons to it, right? For example, the dust performance, right? It does pick up a little bit of dust. Lateral containment in the forefoot wasn't the best, and also impact protection, especially in the forefoot, wasn't the best. But other than that, like, it wasn't terrible, so that's why I still like playing in that shoe. But they definitely were cons, you know what I mean? So but it's still a nice shoe and I enjoy playing in that shoe as well, and also it's extremely comfortable. I love the padding for the tongue and also in the ankle area. So there's that. All right, moving on to number 9, we got the Rigor AR1. The AR1 is an amazing shoe. Traction is top tier, amazing traction. So overall stiffer shoe, so it does feel a little bit more rigid, but it makes it feel a little bit more supportive as well, right? The upper overall is supported. The cushion is responsive as well. It has a soft mesh stroke board, but it does feel a little bit stiff, because it is using like an EVA. But overall, it's a really nice shoe, especially for the price, only $100, All right, next we got, coming in at number 7, the Nike PG1. So the PG1 is an amazing shoe. I definitely miss it. And it's a really old shoe as well. It's like what, 7-8 years ago, and it's on this list. It's kind of crazy, But yeah, the traction, especially once you break it in, is really good. With the solid rubber outsole. I had a translucent one, which wasn't the best, but the solid was really good. The cushion is a little bit more stiff, but it does have a zoom in the forefoot, which is kind of hard to feel. But then like, I love the lockdown, especially from the strap, right? The strap is connected to that fly wire. It's a one booty upper as well. Support's great. It's a really snug fit as well. So the PG1, really nice. All right, moving on to number 6, we got the Nike Jaw 1. So the Jaw 1, the traction is super duper nice as well. It's top tier traction. Also the cushion I like, right? It has a top loaded forefoot zoom unit. Also the heel has a good amount or a little bit of compression, which is soft, which I do like. Nike changed a lot, you know what I mean? Because if you go to like older shoes like the Kyrie 1, Kyrie 2, Kyrie 3, also the PG 1, which is like way older, the foam that they're using, especially with the fine line, is really stiff. There's like no compression. But the Jaw ones, like the shoes that are recently coming out, the cushion is actually quite soft. So Jaw 1, really nice, great support. It's a really lightweight shoe as well, but it still has nice padding in the back of the shoe. So the Jaw 1, really nice. Moving on to number 5, we got the Sabrina ones, you know what I mean? So I really like the Jaw 1 and Sabrina 1, so it is interchangeable for me personally. But yeah, the Sabrina 1 does have slightly better cushion because it does have React, right? But also it's the material is a lot thinner. So and also not as supportive as the Jaw 1, so that's why I like the Jaw 1 a little bit more sometimes. But the Sabrina 1 has better cushion, so it's kind of hard to pick, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're both super duper nice. All right, moving on to number 4. Y'all remember this shoe? We got the Harden Volume 1. I missed the Hardens. The Harden Volume 1 was so dang nice. You guys remember when it first? Okay, so the leaked images were like, ooh, it looked terrible, but then when it actually came out, and then when we actually played in it, performance was absolutely amazing. Traction's really good. Cushion also has full length boost, which is super duper nice. And I just an amazing shoe, you know what I mean? It supports great. It is a little bit on the heavier side, but once you break it in, it does get really, really nice. So there is the Harden Volume 1. All right, moving on to number 3, we got the Anta Zap 1. The Zap 1 is a really, really nice performer. It surprised the hell out of me. But yeah, the traction is top tier. Also, the cushion is really, really nice, especially for a first signature shoe, which companies usually give us really crappy tech for the cushion because they try to make it a cheaper shoe for first signature shoes, right? But the Zap 1 full length N2 foam has a soft mesh stroll board, and also the heel has nice compression, so really nice cushioning setup, amazing traction, great support. It's a really lightweight and responsive shoe. Very minimal upper as well, really thin material. So yeah, Zap 1 is extremely nice. All right, moving on to number 2, we got the Anta Kai 1, of course. The Kai 1, it's like the Zap 1, but a little bit heavier, and also more padding, especially in the ankle area, and also a lot more cushion. It's way more plush and also softer. So the N2 foam is definitely thicker, but it still has a very nice soft mesh stroll board. So the Kai 1, really, really nice. Also super consistent for the traction. And then moving on to number 1, we got the Adidas AE1. And it'll go down in history as one of the best performing first signature shoes. Traction is absolutely amazing. The only thing I don't like about the shoe is that it's a little heavy, or it's very heavy, but it's really, really responsive. You still feel extremely quick. Great fit. Support's great, cushion low to the ground but still comfortable, especially for stepping comfort because it has a softer stroll board and also has a nice large circle cutout in the heel. So AE1 is absolutely amazing. All right, now as far as aesthetics goes for first signature shoes, let's start off with number 10, which we got the Zap 1. The Zap 1 is a great looking shoe. I love how they incorporated the logo, and also I love the colorways that have come out. So that's number 10. Moving on to number 9, we got the Kai 1. As far as I do like the overall silhouette. It looks great, but the colorways that have come out or that are gonna come out are not the best in my personal opinion. So that's why it is a little bit lower on the list, because in my personal opinion, colorways do make or break the shoe as well. You know what I mean? So there's number 9. Moving on to number 8, we got the Jaw 1. The Jaw 1 is a really, really nice looking shoe. I love how it looks like it's just a simple design. You know what I mean? But yeah, the colorways that have come out look great as well. So there is the Jaw 1. Moving on to number 7, we got the Sabrina 1. Sabrina 1 is a great looking shoe. And also another thing that I really like about it is there's a lot of great colorways, but also it is available on Nike by You. You can customize it for a little bit more money, which is amazing. So there is a Sabrina 1. Moving on to number 6, we got the Book 1, right? The Book 1 is a classic looking shoe, which I do like. You know what I mean? It looks like the Air Force 1 pretty much, and the Air Force 1 is a classic, and a lot of people love that shoe aesthetically. So yeah, Book 1. Also the colorways that have come out so far look absolutely amazing. It's just like a flat color, you know, especially the color that I have. So I really like that as well. And I do like the PEs that Devin Booker has been wearing. So there's number 6. Moving on to number 5, we got the Zoom Freak 1. You guys remember that shoe with the reverse swoosh on the midsole and the heel? The colors that have come out are absolutely amazing in that shoe. Performance was not the best. I did not like the performance in that shoe, but aesthetically, it looked really, really nice, right? So there is the Zoom Freak 1. Moving on to number 4, we got the Adidas AE1. Great, amazing perform. Also, it looks really dope. I love pretty much all the colorways that have come out. I feel like a lot of people like it aesthetically, you know what I mean? And I thought some people wouldn't like it because it has the holes, but I feel like it doesn't really bother a lot of people, you know what I mean? So yeah. My favorite colorway, however, is the Stormtrooper colorway. Stormtrooper colorway is super duper clean. So there is the AE1. Moving on to number 3, we got the Harden Volume 1. You guys remember the shroud in the toe box and also the duality, right? It just looks different from the toe box to the heel. I love the 3 stripes in the heel as well. The colorways that came out of that shoe look absolutely amazing too. So Harden Volume 1, amazing. Moving on to number 2, we got the PG1. You guys already know. The PG1 is absolutely amazing. The colorways that came out, and also you can ID it as well. And I did Nike ID it, and it's one of my favorite Nike IDs that I did. Yeah, the PG1 is just a really great looking shoe, and it'll go down in history. I definitely feel like a lot of people like that shoe as well. So there is the PG1. And moving on to number 1, of course, this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like I'm a little biased, right? But I love this shoe and how it looks aesthetically, and just brings me nostalgia. But yeah, it's the Kyrie 1. And the Jordan 1's not on this list. I don't know. I don't really like the Jordan 1 that much right now. Obviously, aesthetics and looks change a little bit, and like especially what you like. But yeah, the Kyrie 1 is definitely one of my favorite, like, looking first thing. Like performance wise, the Kyrie 1's not nice in my personal opinion, but aesthetically it looks amazing. I love how the mesh looks, you know what I mean? I also love the heel counter, and also love the teeth design in the outsole. So yeah, that's my number 1. But anyways, that's just my list, of course, and it's just my personal opinion. Tell us what your list would be down in the comment section below for performance and also for aesthetics for first signature shoes. But anyways, that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.